Hi guys, this video is about why DDWRT and how to install DDWRT on your router. DDWRT is a Linux-based firmware project developed to enhance the performance and feature of wireless routers, which was originally designed for the Linksys WRT54G series. DDWRT firmware is more focused towards enhancing the functionality of the router. By saying enhance functionality, I mean remove the restriction applied by manufacturer and use the router to its full potential. There are many customization options like modifying your router range, block your internet at certain time of the day, prevent particular type of activity from taking place on your router, configure your firewall. We can use more advanced programs and services like torrenting, DNS caching, ad blocking, VPN, NAS to name a few. One thing I should bring to your notice before we start is that you might void your warranty or manufacturer can deny repair or support if you install DDWRT or any other third-party firmware. If you think that your present firmware is serving you what you need, then I'll recommend not to install any third-party firmware. Alright, having said that, if you understand the risk and are prepared to take that risk, then let's get started. First, we need to download the firmware. For that, we have a couple of options. First one is dd-wrt.com, and I'll leave this in my description as well. Go to router database and type in your model number. So the router I'm using is WRT1200AC revision 1, and this one is the latest on this site. I'll download this and I'm going from factory to DDWRT. I'll download this, and the other site is FTP site. So the address is ftp.dd-wrt.com, and go to betas, go to 2020, as you can see there are a couple of folders over here, so you have to search for your firmware according to your model number. You have to look in few of the folders for your router model. If you are not able to find in the latest folder, you have to keep going back in descending order, and the reason is also that some of the firmwares won't work at first go, so just keep looking for your model number. And as you can see, there are hundreds of routers firmware over here supported by DDWRT. Look for your one and download it. Be sure about the firmware you are downloading is yours, otherwise you will be in trouble. Like, you won't be able to start or do anything with your router. So there are a couple of ways to fix that thing as well. One of the backup plan is, which I recommend, buy a USB to TTL cable. There are a few other options as well to flip the partition, and later in the video I'll show you how to flip the partition as well. I'll rename this because I don't want to overwrite the file which we downloaded from HTTP site. I have already tested both of these files on my router, and unfortunately both the files didn't work on my router. As you can see, this is a beta program and these kind of issues are quite normal. So I'll quickly show you what I mean by saying that these files didn't work on my router. So I'll go to my router address, that is 192.168.1.1, and I'll type in my password. Every router has a different setup to upgrade the firmware. For my router, that is under connectivity, and I'll choose the file manually to upgrade, and I can choose either of them, so I'll go with the one which I downloaded from FTP site and hit start. This will of course give you some errors because this is not a factory firmware version. So I'll fast forward this part and show you what happened after uploading this firmware. After a couple of minutes, this window firmware update popped up, which tells me that the firmware I flashed onto my router didn't work. If the firmware had worked, I should be on the waiting screen, not on this window, and my router lights should have been stable. Now to encounter this, there are two options. Either we can keep on downloading the firmwares in descending order and keep on trying those firmwares onto our router and see which one is working for us, and the other option is try to find Kong builds which are more stable. So I'll give you this link as well where I found my router's Kong build. Go to Kong PTB, search these folders for your router's firmware, and by previous experience I know that this folder is having my router firmware and it says WRT 1200AC. So I'm going from factory to DDWRT. I'll download this one and I'm pretty much sure this will work. Now again go to your router's page and choose file and choose the one which we just downloaded. Click open, start. This will take a couple of minutes, so I'll fast forward this part and will show you what happens after loading this firmware. After a couple of minutes, when the router's lights are stable and the window is stuck on waiting, we need to type in the DDWRT default IP address, that is same 192.168.1.1, and here we are, and this is the first page when you install fresh DDWRT firmware, and you need to reset your username and password. This is the first page you generally log into, and this is a version we are using at the moment. As you can see, this is not the latest one. For upgrading the firmware, I'll upload a separate video, but before ending this video, I would like to show you how to flip the boot partitions. As I am doing this thing on my Linksys router, you guys need to do a little bit of research for your router as well. One of the beautiful thing about these Linksys router is that we can flip the partition, boot partitions, to go to DDWRT or to factory firmware. So doing that thing is very easy. We just need to flip this power button 3 times, and the way to do is I'll show you. Switch off the router and switch it on, and as soon as the light goes, switch it off. On, off, on, off, and on. So this will actually flip the boot partition, and In this way we can actually go from DDWRT to factory firmware and back to DDWRT in the same fashion. So in a minute or so these light will be stable. I'll show you on my screen what happens when we flip the partition. And now if we type in the factory firmware IP address, it will flip back to that page. So for me it is 192.168.1.1. so we are back to our factory firmware now. In this way we can jump between our factory firmware to DDWRT and DDWRT to factory firmware. In the next video I'll show you how to upgrade our DDWRT firmware. To upgrade it is simple, but I would like to show you how it should be upgraded. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe and comment down below. Bye for now.